Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jay from TNJ. And make sure you hit that like button. And we're getting into these players of the week last week, starting with Tyron Summers on the offensive end. He had a couple of big runs. Towards the end of that game, it pretty much sealed the deal in that game. And then on the defensive side, I'm going to give it to Chris Thornton. I think he's very disruptive as a sophomore. 71 overall, and I think he plays way better than that overall. So he goes up 1 in awareness to 50. Only 50 awareness, and he's balling like he is. He's only 72 speed. I didn't even realize that he's only 72 speed, but he gets after the ball. He makes plays. He's smart. So I liked what I saw from him, and he's going to look to build that going into the rest of the season. So quick look at recruiting here before hopping into this game. John Logan, we're still in the first place for him. Lionel Allen, we still are in second place. Hopefully we do pick it up sometime here as we are beyond 50%, so we can schedule the visit. I'll kind of do that off of camera. Going down the line, CJ Scott, we are in first place for. This is a guy that's pretty good. I mean, he's 70 overall right now with the ratings right now, but I can't use any more of these points. I'll have to probably reduce him on another guy unless there's a guy I can remove from the board here. Eric Brown, we're in second now for him, so we moved up quite a bit. Ross Outlaw, he's a good athlete, and we're in first place for him, so he's going to be 66 overall. I don't know exactly what he's going to be, but he looks pretty solid. Mike Brown, we do have 400 points on him, but we are behind 1,600, and usually when you get behind 1,000, you want to remove that guy from the board. So we are going to remove Mike Brown from the board. Maybe we can use this to unlock some other guys. Let's just quick go down the line. A couple of guys. Lance Folks is on our board. He's a solid guy here. 64 overall. He's got 74 catching, and I think he's going to be more of a safety, though. So looking at Brad Sanders, he's 63 overall. Kind of got a little bit to go with him. Marcus Washington, he's 64 overall, and we do need to offer him a scholarship, so let's offer that to him right now. Tim Ziegler, a center, and let's just keep going down. We are in first for like pretty much all these guys. Jason Rose is actually a very important guy we need at the kicker position, and the rest of these guys, we're just kind of adding them to our board. So let's just unlock some scouting here. Let's just see if we can unlock Lionel Allen. So he goes down to a 66. So that sucks, but let's just look at CJ Scott. Oh, it is not letting me unlock anything. That's weird. I don't think I just unlocked him, but it's not letting me unlock anything else. It says 50% scouting. That's kind of weird. So let's just see. Yeah, I can't unlock any of the stuff for these guys. I don't know what's going on, so I'll have to check that out. So we are going up against Louisiana Monroe, and Kirk Herbstreit is going with them, and they are a solid team. I mean, if you see every single statistic across the board, they are pretty much right in the middle of the country. Let's look at their leaders here. Evans at quarterback, 5 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and then White at running back. He's a solid guy, and then McZeal actually has 416 yards already through 3 games. So we got to watch out for him for sure. So let's hop into the action. So we are actually switching playbooks this game. I kind of wanted to get more of a better running playbook out of the shotgun. I feel like we're not using Tyron Summers' skill set to the fullest potential. So we are going to go back to the Indiana playbook. Remember, we had the Indiana Dynasty 2 dynasties ago. So we're going back to that. So right away on the first play of the game, Alan King coming up with an interception to start out this game. I mean, what a way to open up this game at home. And Alan King, you know, he's only 5'7". He just reminds me of Earl Thomas. Earl Thomas isn't the biggest guy. He may need to develop his hit power a little more, a little of his tackling, but the way he plays center field is pretty good. So now here is Tyron Summers starting it out with a 9-yard carry up the middle after a Jack Kleck first down. So now on the third play of this drive, after starting out a good field position, here is Curtin rolling out to the right side, but finding Sam Forbes. All we need is 3 plays on this drive, and that is a touchdown. And that is going to be a 7-point lead. And it's like we started out the game with the ball, as here's Evans coming back out on offense after throwing an interception, scrambling, breaking a couple of tackles, and he's getting close to the 35-yard line. on that scramble. So now on a 1st and 10, here he is from the shotgun, rolling out to the right one more time, and we might have to put out a spy on him as Great comes up with the tackle. So now facing a 3rd and 4. Here's Evans from the shotgun. All day to throw this ball. Going to throw it out to the left side, but that one's going to be thrown out of bounds as we do force a 4th down and a long field goal at that. And their kicker comes out onto the field and kicks this one. It's going to be just short and to the left a little bit as we do take over from our own 35. So here is Curtin after throwing that touchdown pass, getting it out to Mike Harrison, and he's picking up a 1st down. So now on a 2nd and 7, here's Curtin rolling out to the right side, this time dumping it off to Summers, and Summers putting on a move on the linebacker and picking up 9 yards on that reception. So now facing a 2nd and 13 after losing a couple of yards on our 1st down play. Here is Summers getting the screen pass. We don't throw many of them, but he's picking up 12 yards on that one. So now facing a 3rd and 2, he's picking up the 1st down on a 5-yard carry. So you see these new formations. We have pretty good blocking set up with these runs from the shotgun as Tyron Summers runs for 10 yards. Here it is, the same play back to back, and here's Jimbo Brown getting in this time and picking up 8 yards. So now at the pistol formation here on the goal line, 2nd and goal, throwing across the middle, but that one's going to be picked off, and what a bad throw. We made the wrong read. We didn't see the linebacker there, and Curtin throws an interception on the goal line as here is Monroe coming back out on offense trying to get something going, but Danny Armstead on the tackle that time. They don't credit him with the sack, but he does get the nice tackle. So now facing a 3rd and 4, throwing a screen pass to White is Evans, and Kayan White picks up the 4-yard 1st down. So here is Evans here from the shotgun on the next play, throwing to an open Rodriguez, and Rodriguez gets open for the nice 21-yard reception, getting past the 50-yard line on that one. So a couple plays later, facing a 3rd and 5, running another screen pass, but this time this Coastal defense is going to sniff that one, and Ryan Marshall is there for the tackle. So now they actually do punt, and they pin us inside the 5-yard line at the 1, and luckily Tyron Summers does get a little bit of breathing room. So now on a 2nd and 4, cross buck this time, giving it off to Tyron Summers, and he's picking up a 1st down on a 16-yard carry as he's off to a pretty good start in this game. So now here to start the 2nd quarter, Justin Johnson getting open, and he's picking up a 1st down and a little bit more for a gain of 16 yards on that one. So 6.5 minutes left in this 1st half. Here is Curtin from the shotgun, throw it to the left side, and that one's almost an interception on a 3rd down, and we do have to punt this one. Lucky break on that one. That was probably a pick 6, but we luck out as we do punt the ball away. So here is Evans getting it to White on the 1st down, only for 1 yard. So now on a 2nd and 9, throwing out to the left side, and look who's wide open. It's Rodriguez, and he's going to beat Alan King in man coverage, and that's a safety on a slot receiver. Not really a great matchup, and he ran the perfect route for that play, and he gets in for the touchdown as we try to send the blitz on that one and give up 6. So now here's Alan King back to receive the next kickoff, and he makes one man miss and makes the kicker miss, and he's going to break this one all the way for the touchdown on that one as Alan King gives up a touchdown and then runs for a touchdown. That's how you answer after that lapse on defense, and now we take the 14-7 lead. So here is Carter getting the reception on that one for 7 yards out of the backfield. So now 2nd and 3. Here is White getting the ball one more time, and he's picking up a 1st down on that one. So a couple plays later here on a 2nd and 12, here is Evans throwing out to the left, and Xavier Davis is almost going to come up with the interception on the sideline, but cannot hold on to that one. So now facing a 3rd and 12. They usually run the screen plays in this situation, but they do try to get a few yards, and that one's fumbled. But take another look. He looks like he is down on that. So it is overturned, and they do punt the ball away to us. So now on a 1st and 10 here, 4.5 minutes left in the 1st half, and look at that move by Tyron Summers, and look at this. These formations are just giving him so much room to work as he puts on a nasty move on the safety and picks up the first down. So now on a 2nd and 13, throwing out to Justin Johnson again, and he's almost picking up the first down, making it a 3rd and inches for Tyron Summers. Actually, no, it's Jimbo Brown getting the handoff up the middle, and that's going to be a 3-yard first down conversion. So a couple plays later here on a 3rd and 3, here's Tyron Summers breaking a tackle, and he's very elusive, that 98 acceleration, and he's getting through the hole. As look at that, he's almost at 100 yards already in this first half. So now here is Curtin from the shotgun, throwing it out to the left side, and Jack Kleck's going to hold on to that one inside the 10-yard line, as we are now set up for a 1st and goal here. So now here's Summers, and this time he's powering his way into the end zone for the touchdown for 6 yards. And Tyron Summers is having the game of his life here, as he's over 100 yards already in this first quarter, in his first half. So now here is Rodrigue getting another reception, and he's got to be close to 100 yards by himself. So now a minute and a half left in the first half, and here's Evans escaping Danny Armstead, and he's getting close to about the 25-yard line as he's moving into field goal range. So now on a 1st and 10 here, Evans running the hurry up and throwing to the left side, and Rodriguez open once again, and he picks up a big gain of 21, and now that sets him up for a 1st and goal here at the 6-yard line. And here's Evans trying to roll out, breaking a tackle, breaking another one, but this time Oliver Saxon is going to be there for the sack and the cleanup, as we do force them to a 3rd down. So here on the goal line, throwing it to the right side, but his receiver cannot hang on to that one, as we caught a break there, as that was a perfectly lobbed pass over the top of our defense, and it's going to be dropped, but they do get the field goal on the board going into halftime, and we are up 21-10. So now to start this second half off, here is Curtin from the shotgun, picking up a nice block from Tyron Summers, and here comes the pass rush, but throwing the ball deep, and Jack Kleck, the tight end, is there for the catch and the big gain. So that's a nice way to start this second half off, as here's Jimbo Brown picking up 7 yards on that carry. So now on a 2nd and 3, here's Tyron Summers back in the game, using his shiftiness and picking up 4 yards on that one. So now facing a 2nd and 9 inside the 20-yard line, throwing the ball out to Summers, and Summers has an open lane, and they just cannot put a bottle on Tyron Summers, as he picks up another touchdown in this game. And wow, it is 28-10 here in the 3rd quarter. We didn't expect this, but on the next play, Chris Thornton almost has an interception on that one, and instead this drive stays alive for Louisiana Monroe on a 3rd and 10. Here's a pass rush, getting to him, hitting him as he throws, but somehow the ball just waits there for Turner, and it's right in his gloves, and RJ Turner picks up the 50-yard reception. So now this drive stays alive, as here is Batiste getting in for a nice catch that time, making it a 2nd and goal here, as here is White running over Chris Thornton, and Chris Thornton had a big game last week, and this time gets ran over for the touchdown. So now 4 minutes left here in this 3rd quarter, 11-point lead, pretty manageable here as we try to run the ball some more, because they cannot stop Tyron Summers, and he picks up 14 yards on that one. So now on a 1st and 10 here, Summers, another open hole, and this time he gets 20 yards on that carry, so up to 145 yards already in at this point. And here's Tyron Summers. Look at these holes. This offensive line is doing a number on their D-line, as he is now up to 170 yards. And here is Jimbo Brown to finish off the drive, as he gets in for the touchdown, and it makes it a 3-score lead here for Coastal. As man, we are not used to seeing this, and this is a new team, and we love these types of games where we dominate on offense and a little bit on defense. So here on a 1st and 10, a minute left in the 3rd quarter. Look at this pass rush getting to Evans, and look who it is. It's Chris Thornton, the sophomore. He is all over the field. What can't he do in this early part of the season? Getting in for the sack. So now on a 3rd and 11, Batiste is getting open on the left side, burning Orlando Norman, and somehow Norman gives up the big gain on that one, and he gets in for the touchdown as Batiste, as now it's down to, once again, an 11-point lead. So now it's on to the fourth quarter, and it's Tyron Summers time. We got to ride him all the way to this finish line, as here he is getting another carry on a third down and picking up 8 yards on that carry. So now 1st and 10, past the 50-yard line. Look at this open lane on the screen pass, and he barely gets tackled as he makes his way up to the 15-yard line. So now here's Curtin throwing a screen pass. They're setting a blitz, and they're not expecting it, and Mike Harrison, the freshman, the walk-on, 3-star freshman, gets in for the touchdown. As, man, this game has been all offense. As what a play call on that one. They're expecting to stop the run. We give him the screen pass to Mike Harrison, not known for his speed, but he picks up the touchdown. So now here is Louisiana Monroe back out on offense. Can they muster together a drive? And here they are finding McZeal on the slant route open on the right side to the tight end. So now on a 1st and 10 here, past the 50-yard line, 5.5 minutes left in this game, and here's Evans rolling out to the right side, breaking a tackle, but fumbling. Malik Great comes up with the strip, and that is going to be Cedric Granger falling on that one. And Great, what a tackle, going for the ball on that one. And Cedric Granger, the leader on this defense, falls on that one. So now all we have to do is milk this clock as we get 2.5 minutes left in this game. And now we are facing a 3rd and 13, just trying to muster a little bit of yards here, trying to add on to the score. And here's Curtin throwing to Angel Gonzalez, but what? Angel Gonzalez drops it in the end zone, and that was a sure touchdown, only to be dropped. So now here is Evans coming back out on the next drive, and he throws deep, and that's picked off by Orlando Norman. And that is going to seal this game as our defense forces 3 turnovers and our offense puts up 42 points, and that's a way to win at home in conference play. And man, what a game all around. Curtin had 1 interception early on in the game, but man, did he started those throws. I mean, 15 for 22, that's pretty good, but look at the game that Tyron Summers had. 25 attempts, 205 yards. I mean, that's just a monster game. Our first 200-yard rushing game in Coastal Carolina history, as we defeat Monroe, and we are cruising right now into conference play. As I was very, very proud of my defense. 3 forced turnovers. Malik Great with the forced fumble. Ryan Marshall was flying all around, and Thornton even had a sack in this game. What can't he do? He is showing up every single game, and I mean, this is just a great start to the season, as Peter Gonzalez also gets a sack as well in this one. So we're going to be looking to build off of this, try to get some wins, some more wins, because we do have a tough stretch of conference games versus some tough teams coming up. So hit subscribe, hit that like button. We're coming back for this. Coastal Carolina, we are killing right now on a hot streak, so stay tuned. Let's get it. Let's go.